All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the debut episode of Get Your Shit Together, Deuce. I am your host, Mr.J, and I am accompanied by my beautiful co-host,
Miss AMarie.
And today's episode, we are going to talk about the show itself.
Our disclaimer is here.
Yes, our first episode, the whole episode, is a disclaimer. That will be the title of the episode, disclaimer. So, fair warning.
Your feelings will get hurt.
Things will be said. People will get upset.
We might get upset.
I might.
By what we're saying. By what we're talking about.
I'm a human being, totally capable of throwing a shit fit. Definitely a thing. But anyway, so yes, today is about a disclaimer, and we're going to go over what the show is about, kind of give you a rundown of what's going to be happening over the next, few episodes as we start producing more, and, really just kind of dive into why the fuck we made this podcast and why we're here talking to you guys about taboo subjects. So, without further ado, let's jump into this shit.
Without further ado. Anyways. This will be happening a lot too in our episodes.
You want to start this?
Man. Why do I gotta start it?
You don't have to. I was asking.
I think you should start it.
Oh god. All right. So
come on, host.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with the reason why we started this podcast initially. Like, we've had this concept for a while now. We've been talking about doing a podcast for a while, and I just didn't feel like I wanted to jump into all these political conversations about shit going on in the world and blah, 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 because I always thought about it like, who the fuck am I and what the hell, who gives a shit about my opinion? But then I realized, like, the whole point of conversation in the first place, the whole point of doing things like this is so everybody can grow. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe there is something that I need to be checked on. Or maybe, just maybe, some of y'all motherfuckers need to get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
So I figured, let's do this podcast and let's talk about taboo subjects, those ones that nobody really wants to talk about because it seems like an issue overall. I keep getting into conversations with people and everyone keeps getting upset. And it's not like you're allowed to get upset, but if you shut down, can't have the conversation, walk away, it ruins a relationship, a friendship, or, just because you can't handle the conversation, then you have a problem. And because it's so large scale now, I'm finding this more and more as I get older that everyone's so touchy-feely and sensitive. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? When did sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? When did that stop becoming relevant? You learned that shit as a child, right? And now all of a sudden we're all grown and nobody can handle anything. Nobody can handle anything. Simple fucking conversations. I don't want to get into specifics just because I don't have time for it, but god damn, I'm already getting amped.
You're getting
Sorry.
Yeah, I see it in his face. He's starting to get there. Uh-oh. Psycho's coming out. Mr. Judgmental showing.
Hey, Mr. J, your judgmental showing. Might want to cover that up.
I really wish this was video right now.
I don't. That was obnoxious. That was gross.
That was amazing. So, basically, the whole idea is, like, we're like, those taboo subjects that we're going to talk about, I think that we need to kind of give an idea on what type of topics we're going to be talking about. Mm-hmm. So, we will be talking about the gender equality stuff. We'll mm-hmm. be talking about people that can't handle other people's opinions, mm-hmm. which is basically what the whole show is pretty much about. Religion. Also...
The weather. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong topic.
No small talk here.
Oh, how's Sally doing? None of that shit. Get that shit out of here.
We're going to be talking about feminism. We're going to be talking about it all. We're like, this is what this is for. And the only people that should really be listening, I really would much rather that everybody listen and could be open-minded to it. But the only people that should really be listening are the people that can take criticism and move forward with it. And yeah, that's
constructive. The whole point, like, and
that's for us too, as even though this is our podcast or whatever, and we're the ones bringing up the topic, it is something that is for us to learn from too, and we will be as we're going on about these subjects. Maybe there's some things that Mr. J knows that I don't know, which happens plenty of times, or maybe there's something I could point out that he does.
That doesn't happen. You did not silence your phone.
I did not silence my phone.
Bad form. First
Bad
episode.
form on the first episode.
Strike one already.
Unbelievable.
Well, I think that's a conversation to be had right there. So I know something that you don't. I know how to silence my fucking phone.
Oh. Wait until you hear other episodes.
Yeah, I know. Funny. Mistakes will be made. People will be blamed. I know. Mr. J.
Point is, we're not perfect, so we're not sitting here trying to act like we're better.
Look, I know we come off very strong, and very strongly. I know that we are aggressive Jersey folk, and we can get in people's shit. So, like, I want to just take a step back and kind of play off what you were just saying. Yes, we are not perfect. Yes, we're going to talk about things that, might be out of our depth. There's a lot of this that's not cut and dry. It's not black and white. It is shades of gray. So this isn't an attack on anyone for the sake of, like, attacking you or even just to vent, although there is some therapy in, us hating things and thinking they're stupid and talking shit about them. We're just like everybody else does. But ultimately, at the end of the day, what we're doing here is trying to have an open discussion about topics and issues that have been going on since the dawn of time that, we've been working on collectively as a species, but recently from what I've seen, there's we're stunting our own growth with these things like participation trophies and the inability to let people lose and be wrong, and shame is important, isolation is important, getting smacked in the back of your head is important. You fucking need it physically sometimes, fucking figuratively, giving a shit about someone and genuinely wanting them to succeed, which you should want to for everyone, for your fellow man, woman, all of that, requires running the risk of offending them. Like, I'm going to say something to you, and maybe normally I would just ignore it. I wouldn't say it to not hurt your feelings, but who am I helping with that? I'm just enabling your shitty behavior. And if I've noticed it, but I don't want to upset you, I'm an asshole for... I'd much rather, risk hurting your feelings than risk you really damaging your life irreparably because I didn't give you information you needed. And that's all of our jobs for each other. So, as edgy as it is and as aggressive as we are and as out of our face we will come at you, just remember, like a parent, I'm doing it because I care. I want you to succeed.
We care.
We give a shit about everyone. Just don't be a dick. And
everyone from every different kind of gender, whatever kind of gender you're trying to claim nowadays.
Up and down across the board.
Feminists, whatever.
White,
religion,
black, purple, blue, I don't
race,
give a shit.
It doesn't matter. It's just we all need to unite in some type of way, and that type of way is learning from one another. Celebrating differences rather than fucking chastising each other for especially shit you can't control. Like, yeah, that's always weird to me. I think that's that's the basis of racism. Yeah. Like, I'm offended by your existence just because you are. Like, what? Yeah. I didn't do anything to you, bro. Why are you upset? You need to fucking smoke some pot. Chill the fuck out. We also will be having some guests on the show, too, for certain particular topics that they choose that they would like to be in on for our shows. And we also have some fun treats on the show as well. Some segments we're developing. They're in the works. They're really fun. I don't know, man. We'll see where it goes. But I'm excited overall about the future. Excited. And what we're going to be doing. Super amped. I'm all day. Super stoked, guys. 24/7, 365, super amp. 365. 365. All right. So,
Yeah, no, a lot of awesome things in the future. Interviews, people coming on the show,
Super excited about.
segments and weird little odd fucking things that we're going to be talking about and putting on the show.
And as it progresses, it'll get better. Everything that we have a lot of ideas for future stuff too that we will share maybe on one of these episodes. I don't know.
And also I'm not certain of this, but I think it'll probably happen. So I'll definitely bring it up. We do a lot of things outside of this podcast. Obviously, we're multifaceted individuals. We do a bunch of different stuff. We're highly creative, and this place isn't a place just to promote those things. But there will be times where I'm sure there's an event that we're going to be at or something we're going to be doing, and we'll keep you up to date with that if you want to come hang out with us out in the real world and converse and maybe have an actual conversation that's just between you and I or us and you and whatever, man. I'm open to anything. I love life. I love fucking with people. I love the contention,
And who knows, maybe if you come meet us somewhere at one of the spots we decide to go, who knows, maybe we vibe right. Maybe we become friends out of this.
Maybe you could be on the show.
Maybe you'll end up being a guest on the show. Who knows? We won't know unless you take that step. We're taking the step we need to. We're meeting you halfway.
So, just come on to this side. Grass is greener.
It's way greener.
It's way
there's
greener.
little brown patches.
Fuck that. I use fertilizer. No, I take care of my lawn. My lawn is splendiferous.
Splendiferous. Don't ever use that word because you'll sound like a pretentious asshole. There you go. There's a lesson for the day.
Is there something wrong with being a pretentious asshole? I don't know. It's worked for me so far. Pinky's out. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. You got anything else you want to add on to that? You want to talk about a topic? You want to bullshit, or you want to just leave them with that and do a whole other episode another time?
I think that we will end it off with where it is right now.
All right.
I just really wanted to use this episode to open up the podcast. Like, hello, here's Pandora's box, and we're opening the
Come on in. It's warm. It's cozy.
It's nice and cozy over here on this side.
It's bullshit. I can't say that to you. That's horrible.
It's
false advertisement.
We're lying because if you listen to the whole beginning of this,
it's rough.
It's rough.
It's rough out here, guys. It's hard out here for a pimp.
And maybe one day we'll be able to take calls in too, and a whole nother thing. You guys can ask us questions or whatever. Hit us up on our social media too.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that.
On IG, you guys could
mainly talk to us on IG for now until we
get
a chat room open and stuff.
If you got questions or a topic you want us to talk about on the show, feel free to DM one of us. The one is at Mr. Judgmental.
Oh yeah, I don't know how the fuck
on
nobody
IG.
has that. I have no idea. There's really no one else. I'm the only Mr. Judgmental.
I think that's amazing.
That's crazy.
I think that worked out perfectly.
Maybe I'm just the only asshole that's bold enough to claim, be a self-proclaimed narcissist, to be Mr. Judgmental. So yeah, Mr. Judgmental, all one word.
Or you can. Why? Like, I wish people could see you right now what I got to deal with during these episodes. So you could also go to AMarie, spelled AMARI 3_1026. That's my personal, and just DM us whatever topics you think would be good that we haven't hit, and we will be more than happy.
It's
more than delighted.
Listen, we're extending our hand, an olive branch, if you will. We are allowing you to contact us personally, have these kinds of conversations. If you don't want to talk about the show itself, if you just want to talk to us, directly, just to ask us our own questions, to shoot the shit with us, whatever, man, I'm open.
Yep.
I'm open. I always like meeting new people and talking about new topics and finding our way in the world together. So make sure you come contact us at those places, Mr. Judgmental, AMarie _ 1026
I
with a
know.
3 for the E. AMA.
It's just a pain in the butt.
RI3 underscore 1026. AMarie. You're insane.
AMarie was not. AMarie was used. So what can I do?
I don't know. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. Super.